What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and when you really get down to it, there's only one gem in US Cellular's Android lineup, and that's the Samsung Gem. I know it's a bad joke, but the Gem is finally out on US Cellular, and it's available for $29.99 after mail-in rebate. Now, this is kind of a low-end, mid-range Android phone, but it has an 800 megahertz processor, 3.2-inch display, 3-megapixel camera. It's running Android 2.2, so it's a pretty decently equipped phone for $30. And that said, Alltel US Cellular have it. It's rumored to be coming to Verizon, but it's another Samsung Android device on a regional carrier. Is this the one to get? Should you jump up and go with the Desire on US Cellular or the Optimus? Which one should you go with? Well, we're going to find out that and more in the unboxing. Another day, another Android device. Here it is, a Samsung Gem with US Cellular, and like I said, $29.99 after an $80 mail-in rebate. And it's one device, and US Cellular's kind of growing line of Android devices, so it's nice to see regional carriers kind of getting with the times and picking up some of these Android devices. US Cellular most notably picked up the HTC Desire last year, one of the hottest devices at the time, and in my opinion, still one of the hottest devices on the market. So let's take a look at features. 800 megahertz processor here, 3.2-inch display, 3.2 megapixel camera, physical buttons down here at the bottom, and it is running Android 2.2. So that kind of recaps the features here, and the fact that, yowza, it does text, picture, and video messaging. Who would have thought that? Bluetooth technology, of course. And you get the phone in the box, a battery, which is 1,500 milliamps. You get Android guide, 4 gigabyte micro SD card, user guide, gift box, and sleeves. So that and more in the box. Let's take a look at that. We'll open it up here and see. And of course, these have to be activated prior to being sent to us. So it's not a true unboxing, but hey, it's an unboxing for us. While it's powering up, we'll take a look at the device here and remove some of the stickers. Let's see here. The back, kind of a nice red color, nice burgundy. And you can see physical buttons. Ooh, it's making noise. Whew, wow. Volume rocker on the left side, micro USB charging port. And you can see that it kind of goes down right here. This nice kind of angled, wavy design, if you will. And kind of this, I like to call it the Superman look here with the camera. No flash on the camera, but still, it's kind of a low resolution camera. 3.2 megapixels. So it's not going to be that camera that replaces your digital camera, but still a pretty decent for a low-end device. And here is the display, 3.2 inches, like I said, and again that kind of Superman look down here. And you have your physical buttons at the bottom, menu, back, and then you have physical send and end keys. And honestly, the device is pretty fast from what I can tell. I mean, it's not a slow device. You look at these devices like the Acclaim on US Cellular and the Ally on Verizon that were just, heavenly slow, absolutely terrible. And this seems to be a pretty reasonably fast device. You can see it's running through the menus very quickly. It will jump up and jump down here. No lag whatsoever, little to no lag whatsoever. So for a low-end device, it's not bad at all. Again, you get that kind of Superman look up there. Again, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the top, power button on the top, and it's running a stock build of Android 2.2. So let's take a look, just out of curiosity, at the web browser. And it should bring up, I think this one has swipe as well. So let's open that up. Input method, no, just Android keyboard on this one out of the box. So we'll open up PhoneDog just so you can see what it looks like. Dog, I can't type today. PhoneDog, it's been a long time since I've typed on a screen this small. Go. So, like I said, 3.2-inch display, Android keyboard out of the box. Pretty quick, though. I think it's a very responsive device to be an 800 megahertz processor. Now, one of the things that's really making this responsive is the fact that it's running a stock build of Android 2.2. So no manufacturer-installed user interfaces, no TouchWiz on this device, which is particularly interesting because the stock pictures show it running TouchWiz. So it's particularly interesting to see it not. You look at the mock-ups and you see TouchWiz. So it makes me wonder if the Verizon version, for example, is going to have TouchWiz, whereas the US Cellular version is going to ship with stock Android. But you can see PhoneDog starting to load. And again, this is running, I'm not in the US Cellular native market, so I am roaming and it's 3G, so combination of the two might make it a little bit slow. But then again, excuse me, it's pulling from Verizon's 3G in the area, which is kind of slow anyway. So it's loading up right now. And this is kind of a button, I guess, once you get down to something. I mean, from what I can tell, it doesn't scroll up or down. It's not an optical trackpad unless there's a setting that's disabled in the menu, which we'll take a look at in just a second. But yeah, it's taking too long. That's taking too long. Let's go in here in the settings just to see if we can play around and find some of this stuff. Display, no, let's go down. No differences there so far as I can tell. Wireless and networks. Portable Wi-Fi hotspot. Looks like you can use it as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So that's a nice feature. Out of the box, you get some US Cellular applications like My Contacts. You get City ID, which isn't really a US Cellular application, but still. Think Free Office, Your Navigator, Tone Room Deluxe, and for the rest of them, they're all Android applications. So I'm just kind of going through here myself because this is the first time I've seen. It's pretty interesting that it doesn't come with TouchWiz. You know, given Samsung's strategy of moving forward with TouchWiz on all of their devices from low end to high end, it's actually pretty shocking that it doesn't come with that. But much more to come on this device. You know, you got the Samsung Gem coming. It's at Alltel, it's at US Cellular. Hopefully it'll be at Verizon soon. And hey, for $30 you really can't beat it. It's a pretty nice device, and it feels good in the hand, has a nice weight to it. Camera, even though there's no flash, still a pretty decent camera. 1500 milliamp battery combined with a small display should make for a decent battery life. And then of course you have your micro SD card slot behind the battery as well. I think it's behind the battery at least. Let's see where it is. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, micro SD card slot right beside the physical camera button, which you know how I am with physical camera buttons. Absolutely love those. And hey, makes for easier picture taking. So in the box you get the usual stuff here. It looks like AC adapter module, the big honkin' Samsung AC adapter module. You get a micro USB cable, which of course, you know, plugs in and doubles up as a charger, which manufacturers aren't doing this these days, I know, but still, just for the people that haven't seen that before. And then you get some earbuds. Let's take a look at these. They look pretty plain Jane, but we'll take a look anyway. It does have an inline microphone, which is nice. And you can see, yeah, pretty plain Jane. I mean, nothing special about these. But you can see, you know, pretty plasticky. But you do get that inline mic and a send-in key there, and the cable looks to be pretty long. So, you know, hey, it's free stuff. Sounds good to me. I can't complain. Discover what's next. Quick start guide. Samsung Gem and some other US Cellular goodies in here. We'll open that up because we like to unbox stuff. We're going to go on a full adventure here. I'm going on a wild and crazy adventure. Discover what's next. Quick start guide. Unleash the power of Android. A little disclaimer about the Android market, and then your Samsung Gem user manual. So you have that if you want some literature. If you want some literature to read on the weekend, or you know, as you're going to bed, you're learning about the device, you have that in the box. So all in all, you know, had earbuds, AC adapter module, micro USB, charging port. Not too bad, given the fact that most of these devices, you know, hey, they aren't even coming with earbuds, and for a low-end device, I'm surprised that they included them in the box. Much more coverage to come on PhoneDog.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook for our colossal iPad 2 and smartphone sweepstakes. Next drawing, Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Go over and learn more at Facebook.com/PhoneDog. Follow me on Twitter as well, PhoneDog_Aaron, with any thoughts you have about this device, anything you want me to cover. But overall, you know, first impressions, I'm pretty impressed with this device. For low end, it feels good in the hand. And for $30, I don't think you can beat it. Thanks so much for watching. Keep it locked on the site for the review and some dogfights with it. We'll see you next time.